Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now this defense for the Ravens, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Stroud to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Texans at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
On the quick, right?
Stroud will look to throw once more. That's complete. It's Collins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Stroud out of the gun here. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5. Draw play. This is Henry. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danico Autry gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
2nd and 10.
Already.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside handoff, Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Jackson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
No, we changed it.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
From the gun on third down, Jackson flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case. Not
at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll start out here with the option left. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Third and goal, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This ball taken in here by Brooks.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Stroud to throw it. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's Stroud. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
To throw is Jackson. And Walker has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
This one taken in by Stover.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw.
And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Here we go.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee.
So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
DC ready?
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Houston, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.